Hopefully we've got some sound this time. Looks like we've got at least one bar, so if someone jumps on, let me know whether you can hear me or not. Hopefully you can. I'm just, it's pretty boring, but I'm just putting all the black over the black. So I always paint over the spray paint black with black again, because I like the finish that it gives me better before I paint German grey over the black again. I've been doing a few because my laptop decided to do an update as soon as yeah, it decided to update as soon as I decided I'd try and get online. It's kind of typical. It's been a while since I've been on live, actually, and I know this is not a good time to do it, but I thought, well, what the heck? I'm going to have a wee paint this afternoon. Not for a heck of a long time. The thing is that my camera's being used at church to video the services, so it's not set up like it was. And me being slightly lazy, I just couldn't bother setting it up. And that's the only reason I haven't been doing my live sessions. Sorry about that, guys. But sometimes, isn't it? I hope everyone's well. We've got a nice hot day here in Timaru, New Zealand. It was 26 degrees yesterday, and I was trying to paint figures in 26 degrees, and the paint was drying so fast. It was really, really hard. I know you can use wet pellets and all that kind of stuff. I've tried wet pellets, but I haven't had much luck. Just don't quite get the same finish I'm after. I think they're really, I mean, they are good, but I reckon they'll be really good when you're doing bigger miniatures as well. So these are my Foundry Russians that I have a wee army of. It's not a huge army. 8 regiments of 32 figures, plus 6 artillery pieces and some cav. I bought some more cav, which are on my way. Some cuirassiers and some dragoons are on their way, plus some American Civil War, Confederate General War things. I have actually have a Confederate army that I'm building as well, but that's going to be a while before it sees a paintbrush. But yeah, so I ordered those just to try and get enough for this army to be on the field. I'll be having a bit of fun because I've been putting what I've been doing up on like a historical miniatures painting thing, and every time I put them up, this guy, and I mean, that's right, probably so. I put him up, he gets the chance to critique. He just points out something I've done wrong. So in some ways, it's been quite good because I've been able to fix them before I carry on into the other units. In other ways, it's like, oh, really? That's what, when you put your stuff online, you do open yourself up to other people's opinions, and that's what you want. And if you take it the right way, it can only make you better. Better unless the person's an absolute crap, and then you don't bother listening to it. But this guy's got, I'm painting historical miniatures, and this guy's saying that I've done them wrong, which I kind of have been. Part of me doesn't really give a toss, and another party does. So I've decided I will fix all the different things, and I've been doing more research. So I've been doing more research, then I've painted these up, and then chucked them online and still did something wrong. But hey, that's life. As long as I can learn from it and get the majority of things done right before I actually get full swing into painting. And I've done so many French over the years, but I've other than the wee giveaway that I did, I've never looked into doing Russians. I'm not even quite sure why. I do love all the different colours of the French army. Funny, quite often I don't know if you like me or not, but I don't usually research how good an army is, and then we look at what they like to paint. So over the years, so often I've painted something up, come along, chucked them on the table, and thoroughly thrashed, and then thought, oh, I don't like the rules for these guys, you know? So they get put away, and I start painting something else. Good fun, eh? I've got two more to do of the black. Yeah, so my black is I just use a Bellagio black, straight black to start off with. Then I use a black primer as well. And then after that, I use German grey. And if I wanted to do like another highlight in certain areas on the helmets or whatever, I use dark grey on top of that sometimes. And of course, just depending on what it is, sometimes you've got to mix in a little bit of something like it just to highlight a particular edge or something like that. And I just mix in whatever, like a bit of neutral grey into the dark grey or something like that. And that's what I did on the bed roll, so I use neutral grey. I quite like neutral grey, it's a nice colour. As far as grey is better. Yeah, there, how's it going? Just got one more to go. I'm finishing off covering all the black again. These Russians. And then I'm going to probably tuck into my little second layer of gold. Well, obviously that guy was not. Well, he's probably looking at the picture going, there's nothing there. He's not painting anything because I didn't have anything in view. Typical of me. How many times have I done that? Chatting away, nothing on the screen. Haven't looked at the screen for a while. Who knows how long there was nothing there. Right, YouTube video, Ken. Amateur. I suppose I am an amateur, really. What's video and stuff? Ooh. Yeah, I've used German camo bilge. I call it bilge, but I don't think it's pronounced that way. There's the base coat, and then I've used ivory, and then a highlight of white on top of the ivory for the pants, and for all the lace and belts and buckles and things, I've used sky grey. That's the base coat, and then just straight white over there. So, yeah. What I might do next is I might finish off the wood grain on the muskets. At the moment, you can see it's got 2 layers. So I'm going to use Bellagio new wood, and I'm going to do the final highlight on that. Hopefully, it's not too hot, and get it back in there. How's it going? It's not too hot, and I can actually do it. I don't want too much water in the paint for this. gets too washed out, it doesn't. Actually, I mean, it's only a little bit that you're adding, so there's a bit of a blob. Popping on and popping off without saying anything at the moment. What I'm up to. These boundary figures, they're a bit smaller than what I'm used to, especially the front rank. Front rank are so much bigger. I must admit, I really do like them. I think the front rank ones, I mean, they do challenge you to try and paint a bit more detail because of the size, especially on the faces. I mean. I've only done like three layers on the faces of these guys. I was going to do more, but I thought yeah, they come out alright. I did consider a wash actually because the faces checked quite nicely. I might even test one with a wash and just see what it looks like. My neighbours have emerged. And they'll suddenly be douche, douche, douche. I'm painting quite a few Romans, early Imperial Romans at the moment. Which is quite cool. I haven't painted any Romans in a while. Good to get into those. And they're all Aventine matches. So actually, there's Steve Barber civilians to do. Well, there we go. Neighbours have arisen. I wonder if you can get done on YouTube, but the music coming from your neighbours. I might close the door. I've been told off for music before in the background. So we'll be back in 10 seconds while I close the door to my neighbours. It's been a nice quiet weekend actually. We haven't heard too much from them. Last weekend I had to go and ask them to turn the music down later on at night. So we actually had to leave home during the day. The music was so disgusting. Music's so bad. That's what happens when you get old. You just don't like cutting music. Personally, I think it should be even allowed. It's degrading to human beings should be allowed on music that you can wind up and torture your neighbours with. put my Greeks aside at the moment because I hate building plastics. I've got so many plastics here. Literally probably thousands of plastics here, which is really weird since I hate building. And one of the few things that I've got to finish off, a few jobs, is probably got months of gluing in it. Actually, we don't like it. Progress games on us. Trying to do those stuff together. So I do a few, and then I kind of give up. My table over there is covered in half finished notches. I mean, it might not look like a lot that I'm doing here. Every layer just brings out those colours just a little bit more. They just pop, they just stand out a little bit. It's not, I must admit, it's not going on perfectly nice and thinly, because it is just, it's actually too hot in here. It shouldn't be painting. But I am. Right, we'll get rid of that. And the next thing we're going to do is I painted the straps on these muskets. That's not the colour I want some cavalry brown. I can see it way over there. So I've put Citadel Rhinox Hide as the base coat now for it. I know it's bright, but I want to do my first highlight now in cavalry brown, the leather, and then after that I'm actually going to put red leather on top of that. I didn't realise the old Ruskies didn't have white straps. I was told that they have red leather straps on these, and then the Jaeger, I think it's the Jaeger, I have to double check before I paint them, have black straps. So it was one of those things that I thought, yeah, I should make sure I get that right. One of these guys, I go racing ahead sometimes, my own detriment on paint jobs, thinking, yep, that's right, that'll be good. And then I find out, oh, damn, no, that sucks. That's not good at all. I think I would have learned over the years, but I did the same with these. Raced ahead without looking at any pictures. Even when I'd been informed that I'd done some other things wrong, I didn't look close enough. Subsequently, I'm painting these the second time. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be painting on this room. It's that door closed. It's starting to turn into an oven. You might be able to hear like a clicking. That's the roof, the iron. Because I'm in a back room, so there's not a lot of room between the ceiling and the roof. That's the roof clicking, the heat. So as you can see, it's quite quick. It's not a slow process to do this. And yeah, with the heat, the one good thing about the heat is it's going to be dry as soon as they leave my hand, probably. So I've been told that Russian green is actually probably quite dark, but I've done it dark, and I actually don't like what it looks like on the table. It doesn't pop. It doesn't stand out really nicely. I've decided to go with this green, which I got off another guy's site. Sorry, but I can't remember his name. I'll make sure I actually find out what that is in one of the one of the videos I do. I mention he's got some good tips that he's written down, like A4s with the notes on his painting tips. And so the green is dark German camo dark green. Then it's 50-50 mix of German camo dark green and German uniform. And then after that, it's just German uniform, and then that's where his one stops. Where I've done another highlight after that. That's where we're at so far. So I'm just going to put a another highlight. Spin these figures around that I've just done. And hopefully, I mean, if it's too dark or too light, I should say. A little bit much on it, probably. Let's try for another one. I might do this. Can you see that? If I get it in the picture. Okay. Yes, you can see that. I'm just going to do that on a couple of upstrokes, then one across. She's probably a bit thick. So I'm not quite sure what I'll have done wrong on these guys next. But, no doubt I'll find out. It'd be nice if I can put them up. Some of these straps actually do that. Dotted. Not dotted. Leave it. Then that one, leave it a little bit different on the strap there. How's it going there? Bit quiet on the watches today, but then again, it's the time I've got on, so and because I haven't done it in a while, everyone will be expecting me to be on today. Just fixing up some mistakes that I've made on the straps of these Russian rifles. I'm just saying it's probably getting up to about 28 degrees in this room, which is not ideal for painting by any means. But I'll do this. I was going to do some Namibian cavalry, but I'm not sure I'll carry on into that. Hey, we got two on. How's it going? Hopefully you can see stuff. I'm kind of zipping through these. About 3 riflemen to do. Then no, yep, 3 over there. Then I'll no one's very chatty today. They just hop on. Oh, can't be any of the regulars. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some gold on, I think, and then I'll after I put the gold on, I'll have to put a wash over that, and then I'll do the gold again. Right. Yeah. Mm. I must admit, I'm not even 100% sure. If I look at a book, should I be painting that camera? Yeah, it's a bronzy gold, so I'm going to put a wash of Agrex earth shade over it afterwards. That'll work. Even if you're wanting a really bright gold, it's always good to start with a darker gold to start with. And then if you can, put like a wash over that. It really helps the gold at the end pop out. And obviously you can stop at this stage. You can actually put this gold on if you wanted to. For some reason, it's so much better to put this wash on than this Villaggio. Well, it's just Villaggio gold I used for that one. I've shoved all my paints up high. I use a Citadel gold. No, she's hidden away at there somewhere. You can see it this one. I actually missed it. Whew, it's getting hot. I don't know how much longer I'm going to last here. I can't believe it. Can't really go and ask the neighbours to you turn your music off so I can do YouTube without the door shut. Not appreciated. Well, not appreciated at all. Hey, Victor, how's it going, mate? I'm awesome. Other than it is really way too hot to be painting. My paints are drying in my wee tray here. I've got no chance. Actually, I should put the fan on. Maybe that's just steering the air around. And how are things in Victorland? Whew, man on. The figure is out of shot. Like, there, I've been going in and out of shot. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, there's a few people have popped on and disappeared, and I've looked up. No figure in the shot. Unprofessional. Absolutely shocking. So my wee painting room out here in the summer might not be such a good plan. I might have to move back indoors. That is if the wife will let me. Now that I've moved out here and brought my mess out here, I'm not so sure I'm going to be able to get back inside. Yeah, it's way too warm, and it's in that kind of warm, muggy it wants the thunder and lightning spring weather that we've got, and it's been windy as well. Really windy last night, but usually if we get lots of wind during the spring, it means that we get a really nice summer, which of course is not always good for painting. No, that's wrong way. Yeah. The good thing about doing Napoleonics is it makes you work on your whites. So spent a bit of time on them yesterday. Want them to be really kind of linen whites, so they're not sharp grey. As if like the lace. Quite pleased with the way they've turned out. The first couple I was like, oh, I'm not too sure about this. But after that, I was like, okay, I think I'm starting to get it. Got to make sure I don't leave too much of the first coat. Cheers, mate. They're a work in progress. I was saying earlier that every time I put them up, as I'm kind of working through them on this Facebook historical page, I get like you've done them wrong. They are inaccurate. So I've been trying to fix all my mistakes. Next time I put them up will be the last time if I get completely kaput again. I'll be like, nah, stuff this. It's only negative feedback that you can give, and I'm not actually interested in it. Not anymore. Cool. That's the gunmetal with the gold. I have to touch that up later. I am, but at the same time, I suppose I do want to get them right. You know, I've got a whole army to paint, so you don't want to do a whole army wrong. But at the same time, you know, I do all this for fun because I just enjoy it. But it has been constructive criticism. Yeah, there gotta admit there's some people in the Napoleonics. I sold a Napoleonics army online one time, and I got blasted by a guy for the post that I put up for the sale because there were actually more figures than I had said in this cavalry unit. There was a cavalry unit of 18, and I had said that there was a cavalry unit of 12. And the guy absolutely let rip at me. So I basically told him that the reason I don't play people like him is because I actually do this because I enjoy it, you know. And it's people like that that actually drive good people away from gaming. There are some awesome people that play war games. Like everything, there's some other pranks. Not saying that this guy that's been giving me the feedback is a prank. I wouldn't say that. He does seem rather finicky, but he's obviously passionate about what he does. I generally don't look at people's stuff and look for the negative side of it. I look at people's stuff and I think, okay, what is there to compliment about you? What's this person done well? So that's where I try and come from. So I'm always trying to help people, you know, even with the live videos, all the other kind of stuff. If people ask a question, I'll do my darndest to help them out. Yeah, well, I must admit, I did look at some sources, and well, I thought I'd done things right. I've got some new sources now, but I mean, even these guys, I've given them I've given them out of focus. I've given them black boots, but I'm not sure whether they're supposed to have black or white all the way down, because some of the pictures have black and some of the pictures have white. So I might have to find out, is that like a time period? Is that certain regiments? Yeah. I just thought, I felt like painting one lot up. Oh, cheers, mate. That's the thing is, I mean, I've been learning some more stuff lately. One of the guys on YouTube, I'm just on painting faces, because you know, when I painted that Rommel, it was like I can't actually paint him the way I paint normal, which I mean I did do that, but for the next time I paint a big figure, I need to paint it different. I need to have a different starting point, I think. So, man, we've got some real good info from some of the guys, and it's not just it's watching them. I think that's what really helps, watching how people do things. I think one of the things that I've learned is that if you, when you're painting, if you hold your brush too, you know, like too, hold onto it too tight, and you're trying to be too absolutely exact, it actually makes it harder to paint the detail. And if I hold on to things lightly, just working away at it, can do a pretty decent job. You're out of focus, isn't it? I'm going to put that autofocus on and see what it does. And put it back up again. Yeah, that's the guy. E. Man, he's good, isn't he? He does some absolutely brilliant work. So I've actually saved one of his videos, and I'm going to go back to it and actually take note of some of the things that he said for what he uses for his base, because it was a mix. And I was like, that is absolutely brilliant. But I suppose you've got to realise that everyone has a certain skill level. So I don't look at his videos and expect that when I paint a figure, it's going to come out like he paints, because his skill level is way, way, way above my skill level. But what it does is it challenges me to go, okay, if he can paint like that, how good can I paint if I like take note of what he's doing? I think I've said it before. Every year, I try and pick something to improve. You know, and it might even be something that I'm actually happy with. But then I go, okay, I've seen someone online, and what they do with that is just nuts. You know, it's like, how the heck can they do that? So then I start working on seeing how I can go on it. I don't get bummed about it if I'm not as good, but it's just a challenge. I set myself a challenge. I mean, I used to hate doing skin. Skin was like the worst thing. So I spent about 6 months just working away on skin, finding what other people did, taking little bits of that and just going, okay, that works for me, that doesn't work for me, until I hit a way that I can do skin real fast, but yet I think just about every time it comes out, the odd face you muck up, but you just paint it in. But for me, it's all about layering. I'll go and have a once I hop off here, Victor. I'll go and have a wee look at your latest video, mate, and I'll leave some comments. Definitely, definitely. So I've obviously got a lot of Russians to do, but I'm not going to be I'm not rushing into doing them all, which is what I would normally do. I'll try and knock out a whole army in a couple of months. I'm going to just take my time and enjoy doing them, and also I've got plenty of other stuff that I'm looking at. I'm looking at doing. Yeah, they can be difficult. I mean, once again, the sizes of figures determine how or what you do. I think. Luckily, I don't really do 15s anymore. And when I have done them, I've kind of used a mix of using washers and things as well. Do you still do your oils and things that you were doing? You were doing a few things with oils, oil paints. For me, I said it's all about layering. Like this gold, you could say, "Oh, I'm finished. I could be finished here at this point, but I'm going to put a wash over that gold, and then I'm going to paint this paint that I'm using now again, and that will just bring it to the next level." If I was lazy-ish, in my like this is only me though. If I was lazy, I could just leave it there. But I know that once it's on the table, it's the little highlights, it's the little extras that make your figures stand out. And I only use that word lazy for me because I can paint an army fast if I want to. Like these 32 I've done this week. I mean, they're all in coats. I've never used oils, Victor. Never, ever, ever, ever. I know that when I used enamels years ago, I was real bad. It's funny. I actually used to be a terrible painter. I wish I had some of the figures when I first started painting. I think it's good for people to realise if you don't start off good unless you've got some amazing talent. Yeah, because you can wipe them off, can't you? The old oils. Right. So the question is, do I carry on? Which I probably just should. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get German grey, and I've actually got one done. So and we're going to can you see on the top of the helmet? There's this area here, and a little bit around the edges, and we're going to do the same on the pack. And out of picture. Sorry, down here a wee satchel at the back, and down the swords, and on the bottom of the legs. What do you call those things? Greaves and something? No, that's not what you call this for the old things on the Greeks. Just don't come and visit my site if you're after perfect terminology. You probably won't see it or hear it. I just love painting. Just love painting. Do just the edge of the cap there. You probably can't see it on camera. Actually, it's a little bit thick. Ooh, I just about almost snapped off a spear of a Namibian cavalry that was too close to my angles. I kind of paint a bit like I would as if I was painting a watercolor picture or something like that, where do bits across it, but I'm not really like spending heaps of time. I'll go back and go over things. I just kind of found out that over the years that, you know, you just sit there and you're going, you know, it's just not going to work. It doesn't, you know. What I'm finding right this very second is it's just too hot. That paint, I only just got it out that actual paint was dry this thing. I'm gonna put it on there. What we might do is after I've done this colour, we might just white patch it in. Sunday afternoon, wife is inside reading a book. I thought, well, we paint. How long have we been going for? 47 minutes. Yep. Yeah, you got to know your colours. I'm kind of lucky because my job, I'm a printer, so I work with colours all the time, every day. So you get to know in my job, I've got to know what colours go with what colours, but not just that, but what colours make colours. So I can look at a picture of a figure, and 99% of the time, I can just chuck a couple of three colours together, and I've got the colour, the same colour, which is I kind of really cool. Oh, I've obviously painted him different, so go to the side. But that's been a real blessing for me because there's a lot of times you don't want to buy a paint just to do a tiny bit on some job. And not only that, it's about layering the colours, what colours to actually use to get the final colour. You'll notice that I don't spend a lot of time here, I'm just zipping around. I paint all my figures like this, except for anything that has incredibly fine detail. Incredibly fine detail, you can't do this. Gotta take time on this. You're colorblind. Ooh, that must make it real hard. Yeah, I would find it difficult, mate. surely, even being colorblind, you would go, okay, I know what that color is supposed to be. So especially if you're looking at a color, you've just got to replicate it. Yes. So you know, if it's it looks like a green, and you pick up a green that looks like a green, should have the right color. I can't believe how fast my paints are drying here today. It makes life rather interesting. Actually, if it gets any hotter in here, I'm just going to have to stop. The Ruskies might just have to wait. I just got to remind myself, I'm not in a hurry to paint these. These are mine. I get used to the way I paint. As I said, I've only just started these this week. And because I would normally finish a unit in a week, I'm trying to finish a unit a week. I had told myself I was going to take my time to really enjoy painting. Maybe the next one. Don't pass out. Yeah, well, it's not far away from it, eh? We've got a little bit of a headache coming on. So that's just the heat. Been cramped in here, but I've only got like 10 to go. So we'll stick it out for the 10. We won't do the next layer on the black, the next highlight. Like all things, I find that it's only on the third highlight that things really pop. I used to only do German grey, and then I used to stop at that, and yeah, it looked fine. But if you can do another highlight on that, that's when you look at them and go, "Ooh, that makes a difference." Actually, some of the color things that I paint, it's not until I put that third highlight on that I actually go, "Oh, actually, it looks all right." Otherwise, I'll probably start again. Like even these coats, even though I did 4 layers on the coats, it was the last layer that kind of stayed from the highlight. There we go. I don't know if I was in the picture there, probably wasn't. Yeah, I got 12 Namibian cavalry that I was going to carry on with today for a friend. But they are not going to happen. But dangerous thing for other people when it's what are we down to? 8 to go. Going to get this cow drink. Shouldn't speak like an Australian. Actually, probably isn't like an Australian. A cold drink. Well, to those that hop on later and have a wee look at this video, thank you very much for watching. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I'm going to be putting a video on tonight with my early Imperial Romans that I've been working on. I've actually finished 104 of them in the last 3 to 4 weeks. It's about 3 weeks actually. And I mean, the video doesn't show you the whole 104. I've just taken it because they're all the same, obviously, other than the command. I've just taken a few of them and taken some shots and we talk about them. But also the batch that I did before that, they're actually up on Aventine Miniatures, so they're displaying them on there, which is kind of cool. And these ones hopefully will be as well once I send them some photos. They were impressed with what I'd done, which was nice. Just trying to push this paint right along because I don't want to squeeze any more out. Right. So thanks to everyone that does watch my videos and comment. I really do appreciate it. I know I've been a little bit quiet of late, but I am trying to get more videos done. It's not that I haven't been painting, it's just that I find that when I'm painting these live videos, I actually paint slower than if I'm not. And I was really trying to get some work out the road. As I've said online that I'm trying to, well, I have. I've stopped a lot of my work. So I was just trying to knock the work out, get it done, out the road. It's not very often I get to do what I'm doing here, which is my own figures. So this is hopefully what will happen a lot more in the future. Look at me, painting off screen again. You only see a little bit of them. Sorry about that. Once again, racing along because the paint was, well, I have to probably put the paintbrush in some paintbrush restorer because it has dried a bit. So we are getting a bit further along. This one, look at this. Okay. So what I've done today is I've done the next layer of the gold. It needs a wash on it, and then over one more time, I've done another layer on all the black. Then the first highlight on all the black. The water bottle needs a wash on it. The hair needs another 1 to 2 layers, probably 2 layers, and then these guys, this first batch will be completed, which is kind of cool. So I've got to repaint the saddles on these. They're not supposed to be, I've been told they're not supposed to be white around here. So these are I started these last Saturday. They were, after I finished doing some other work. I was doing those. So I did, I do have a video up. These are my test for the painting, for the green, sorry. This horse hasn't been obviously painted yet. Once again, wrong edging on the blanket. So only go, yeah, actually, let's do 12 figures. Let's get started. But a little bit of work there, but I don't know if it's gold or silver. I have to check on that one. But thank you very much, guys. Appreciate Victor hopping on and chatting. It makes it so much nicer when there's a little bit of chat going on. Great bunch of guys, and I look forward to doing a bit more. As I usually say, if there's things that you want me to paint, or colours that you want me to talk about or work through, let me know just on one of my videos. Leave a comment, and next weekend I will do my best to cover those colours while I'm working away if I can. So take care, and we'll catch you again later. Bye.